Welcome back. We are continuing our special report on debris removal in the Florida Keys. As I mentioned before the break, both the governor and the Department of Transportation say they issued this high-price emergency contract at the request of Monroe County. Joining me now is the Monroe County Administrator, Roman Gastesi. Roman, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
I want to try to be as clear as possible as we walk through this. Did you ask the governor and the Department of Transportation to come in and take over 2/3 of debris removal in the Florida Keys?
Not initially, not to take over the 2/3. What we asked is for help for the initial push, because the governor was down there on the ground with his staff immediately. He wanted to help, and there was a discussion with our emergency manager and the emergency manager of the state and said, what do you guys need? And one of the things we needed initially is to get US 1 open. That's their responsibility. We were doing some of it, so we asked for help there.
So you asked for, when you say a push, you're talking about trying to open up US 1 so you get south to see how the damage was as it went down south.
Correct, and we do that initially, but then we need to do more and more. It's called cut and toss. You cut and just toss stuff out of the road so you can get going.
But then suddenly this went from that to an emergency contract. When did you realize they had put out an emergency contract?
Probably a couple weeks into the debris removal, and we realized our debris removal contractor let us know that there was issues with some of the trucks, and he was having some of his trucks go to the companies and that kind of thing.
So it was because he was. So we're talking about Ashford, and one of the things that we heard in the earlier package was that these other companies were taking away some of his trucks, and that's when you realized the reason they were taking them away was because they were able to pay a higher price because they had this emergency contract.
Correct. We always have a count of how many trucks were on the road, and Ashford was having trouble getting to that number of 200, which is part of his contract. And he explained every time he got a trucker, they went to another company. So we went back to DOT and said, hey, what's going on? And they said, well, we want to help out. So at this point, they're helping out, and things are doing great. They're doing 2/3 of the Keys. We got over 200 trucks on the ground, and as a county administrator, I welcome everybody helping us out.
And I realize you're happy about it because it's the state paying for it right now, not Monroe County.
Even better.
Even better. But again, I just want to walk through the timeline just so I'm clear on it. You asked the governor and the Department of Transportation through your intermediaries to help with a push, the initial push down the US 1.
Correct.
They then come in, and eventually they say to you, we're going to do more than just US 1. We're going to start branching off into all the other side streets as well, all the other outlying areas. What was your reaction when they first told you that?
The first reaction is, because this is my 5th hurricane, and I've done this before, is like, well, we got this. We don't need you to do that for us. But then they said, well, we can, and we started thinking, well, if there's this pricing issue, and our current contractor's having trouble getting the 200 trucks, then let him have his third or so, and then the 2/3 are the FDOT contractors, which is what's happening now. Okay. So where everybody's playing nice, everybody's got their thirds, and we're moving well. Like I said, it's moving. It's a lot of debris.
I realize you want to be as peaceful as possible as you negotiate between that. You don't want to anger the governor, you don't want to do anything. But again, I just want to be absolutely clear. When they came in and said, we're going to take over a much larger section, your initial reaction was to say, no, we've got this, because you had contractors in place under a pre-existing bid.
Correct.
And the reason, explain to me why you have pre-existing contracts. It's for this very reason, right?
For this very reason, but it's very, very rare that you have the 2 hurricanes back to back, and you have one hurricane that goes up the state and takes care of 50, or affects 50 other counties. Usually that doesn't happen. Usually you have one area, all the contractors, all the trucks go to that area. I've heard, for example, we need about 8,000 to 10,000 trucks for this event. There's only 3,000 or 4,000 trucks available for the whole state.
When you now know, and you learn that the cost to the state under this emergency contract is anywhere from 3 to 10 times higher. So a refrigerator that you pay right now, Ashford, to remove, that costs around $95. If MCM, one of the contractors under the state, removes it, it could be $969. What's your reaction to the pricing?
I want to get into business. I have a Tahoe. I'm going to try to grab a couple of refrigerators myself. No, it is what it is. I mean, that's just the going rate right now. It's a market price. Gas has gone up 30 to 40% per gallon, so it's just the cost of doing business at this time.
But again, that's why you try to do pre-existing contracts so you don't get held up like this.
Right, but again, this is a very unusual situation.
All right, I want to talk to you about housing, because let's turn to some good news. You know, obviously housing is a major issue. You know, very much of it was destroyed. You have a lot of workforce housing that's necessary. What did you just learn from Tallahassee?
I just learned from Tallahassee, the emergency manager just called me and said that they pushed FEMA into tripling the rent that they're paying for folks to go into a house or a condominium. So we have about 1,100 families right now staying in hotel rooms. They want to go into a house, be able to rent a house, be able to rent a condominium, but the number that FEMA was paying was $1,600.
That was the existing number.
Existing number, and they just tripled that, 300% to about $5,000. So with $5,000 in the Keys, you can rent a nice house and a nice condo.
That's critical, right?
Absolutely. Now these folks can go back, they can live their lives and get their house in order.
Is there enough housing, though, for them?
We think so. There's about 13,000 apartments. There's 50,000 homes. Half of those are second homes. Only 10,000 were damaged where you can't live in them. So that gives you the numbers. Probably another 15,000 or so that are available.
But you and I have had this discussion before. This does also present an opportunity to look long-term at workforce housing, because those subsidies will eventually expire.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's important. That's one of the things that the County Commission is looking at, and we have a meeting on Wednesday that they'll be talking about.
Well, one of the things I've said is, you know, of all the money that's going to be spent by the federal government, and there will be billions of dollars spent throughout the state and possibly in the Keys itself, it'd be nice if a percentage of that, some portion of that, went to really developing workforce housing for the long term.
We have to look at that, and we're looking at that very seriously, and I think we'll do a good job with that.
Roman Gastese, thank you very much for coming in.
Okay, thanks.
All right, up next, reaction to our story is coming in from across the state, and we'll have it.